Beautiful day out in space for episode 5 of Daryl Speedman presents. Ex- excuse, excuse me, brought to you by Daryl Speedman. Thank you again for joining me. My kid is being a very bad boy over there, so I might have to get up and yell at him. He is trying to eat a plant. Hey! Don't. Excuse me. That was very rude and unprofessional. I take this job extremely seriously, but he's gonna knock a plant over. I'll be right back.
Tuna, fuck off.
And ladies and gentlemen, we're back for episode 5 of the podcast. Thank you again for joining me. After that technical difficulty, my cat is technically a dickhead. And more technical difficulties, off to a great start, cool podcast. Anyways, jump into it. I've been watching Instagram a lot lately, and listening to a lot of podcasts. My kid, he's still be a very bad boy. Don't be a bad boy. I gotta go yell at him again. Excuse me, I'll be right back.
Tuna. Fuck off.
And welcome back. I've been watching on Instagram and listening to podcasts, and as we all know, bluetooth.tv.com. Big fan of that on the program here. This isn't Bluetooth, but it should probably also be advertised on a lot of podcasts because it's very good. It's a pretty good product, I think. It's have you ever heard of 5Gum before? They got pretty commercials are they're really good. They make you want to buy. They want you want to buy the gum, and this one is even better because it's called Respawn, and that's something you do in video games, and excellent marketing team because this is a gum targeted at eGamers. That's like me. I'm an e-gamer, so I'll probably buy this, give it a shot. Who knows? Maybe they'll sponsor the show someday. Anyways, take a look at. Let's take a look at. Hey, you hear that? He's being a bad boy somewhere else. Oh, bad boy. Anyways, Razer and 5Gum present Respawn gum, and let's see what it's got in it. It's got some B vitamins, very, very good vitamins. One of my favorite vitamins, other than vitamin C. Those are actually the only vitamins I know about. Niacin and green tea. I heard that if you have a real bad trip, it'll just give you niacin, and then you're having a good trip again. Green tea extract. That I thought that was just for the caffeine, but apparently it helps enhance your mental actually and focus. Negligible amount of caffeine, so already it's losing big points in my book, because if you can't feel your in your face, how you supposed to get a good KD ratio on the research islands and the war zone? That's what we're here to find out. I don't care about these ingredients. That's just normal stuff that's in every single gum. Why is Respawn better? I actually kind of like this because e-gamers, they're not all like me. They don't look very put together like I do. Some of them don't have very, very good hygiene, and maybe if they go to the store to buy more Respawn gum, they'll have They might not brushed their teeth in the morning, and they'll have bad breath. So, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Respawn Gum. This has been brought to you by Respawn Gum. You wrap around the blue chew, double whammy. You get a boner while you're gaming. Everybody wants that tactical advantage. When this is kind of related because this sounds like a product for children, and I was walking home from work at the end of last week, and saw some garbage on the ground that made me a little bit angry actually. And the garbage was of this, called they're pop rocks, and there were four different packages on the ground, like I don't know, a couple feet away from each other. I was walking along. Hey, there's some garbage that kids put on the ground probably, and then there was more, and then there was more, and hey, even there was even there was one even more on the ground, and that got me thinking. There's some kids having a really good time because Pop Rocks is something like pro tip to all the parents watching program. Pop Rocks is what kids do before they learn about drugs and alcohol, because you put it in your mouth and whoa, what's this sensation before? This is exciting. And then there's probably a lot. Sure, let's take a look at the ingredients. Find out for sure here. 3 grams. That's for 100 grams. 100 grams of sugar. It's pure sugar. Brought to you by investigative reporting. Average quantity 100 grams. It's all sugar. All of it is sugar. So that's why it's kind of like drugs for kids, because they get all fucking hyper. That was basically being high as a kid. You would get hyper, and you drink Jolt Cola if you were a kid in the 90s. We had Jolt Cola. We had 5-cent candies at the store. Those are still around. That's not unique to being a 90s kid. And one other thing that kids can do, I actually did this after Halloween one time. Born in the 80s, child in the 90s, as everyone knows, cocaine was pretty dang cool in the 80s, and I was a child. I watched a lot of Jean-Claude Van Damme movies and Steven Seagal movies where where's the drugs? That was my Steven Seagal impression from Under Siege. And they were always trying to get the drugs. Maybe sometimes bombs. Maybe they were sometimes for steal. They've robbed the bank sometimes, but all the cool bad guys had cocaine, and they were trying to sell cocaine and bring it into the nice cities, and the mayors. Not my town. Let's get Jean-Claude Van Damme here, kick some people in the penis, and just stop that crime. And anyways, as a young impressionable child, we took these rockets. I think for my American viewers, they are called Smarties. Let's take a look. Let's bring that up. Smarties Candy USA. What is a Smarties? I have no idea what this is. It's just goo, corn syrup, and a cool bottle. Hey, they are Smarties. Okay, I was right. Told you. Smarties in the USA. They're called the Rockets in Canada. So anyways, we had a bunch back of Rockets because nobody likes them. They're kind of garbage, they're dusty, taste like chalk. But they have a lot of I think they have a lot of sugar actually in them. It's probably also 100 grams is 100 grams of sugar. And we were at my friend's house. He lives kind of in the middle of nowhere, shallow, wily middle of nowhere. And we crushed those up and railed them because, hey, fuck, why not? You're a kid in the 90s. There's no dang internet. You can't just look at YouTube. You gotta pretend to do hard drugs and get a little buzz, get hyper. Remember when I told you that getting hyper is just getting high for kids? So we it's I can't really remember how we did it. We didn't. We were bad kids. We didn't have a razor blade and cut it up on a mirror. We probably just like smashed it on a magazine, a skateboarding magazine. Use like skateboard wheel, probably with exploded worms on it. Because you know when you skateboard in the rain, because you're a kid, you don't have a car yet, and you can't afford a bus because you spend all your money on pretend cocaine candy. And all the worms come out in the after rain on the street. I don't know if science has ever explained that. I'd like some answers, please. If you know why worms come out on the road after rain, please leave a message in the comments below after you smash and assault the like and subscribe button. Please, thank you very much. Excuse me, that would be very helpful. So anyways, we probably use a skateboard wheel. Crash up this rockets, get some worm guts in there too. Fuck it. Get high, B. Just trying to get high as a kid. And smelled them up. Got real hyper. That was before I found out about alcohol and marijuana. And after I learned about alcohol and marijuana, actually, I got into smoke weed. I'm from a little town in British Columbia, Canada, and it's known for people trying to escape the Vietnam War and the USA drafting of people to go to the war. It's what I guess a lot of people like the little town I'm from, and they came up there, and also probably hippies because they didn't want to go kill innocent people. So my town is known for that. Draft dodging and weed. So I got into smoke weed before I started drinking beers. And one time, same guy's house, shout out, we smoked some weed, and we had to go away from the house because we're kids. His parents probably didn't really like us smoking weed. It was actually a secret. We were very sneaky boys. Anyways, we went out to the tree fort by a creek. Excuse me very much. You just talk about smoking weed, make me a little tickle in my throat, remembering the good times. Anyways, we were smoking weed in the tree fort and being very intelligent young gentlemen. We had one of the you know the grocery store. There's a grocery store. You get bulk peanut butter or bulk other bulk stuff with like a meringue filling maybe, and the little clear plastic containers. Let's bring that up so y'all know what I'm talking about. Bulk containers. This is gonna be a bit of a nightmare. That was very vague. Google Bing. Okay, we're on the right track here. Anyways, it kind of looked like a very flimsy little plastic. So let's just say they were this one. Close enough. See, toys are a very flimsy piece of plastic, and in order, we didn't have cell phones. We didn't have a flashlight on a cell phone. We just went in the dark, and because we were gonna smoke weed, we had lighters, and we also had gasoline. I don't know where we got that, but we put some of the gasoline in the bulk container, and we lit it on fire so we could see. And we were in a treehouse smoking weed, and it kind of was big surprise to everybody. The plastic container melted, and a bunch of water. I mean, gasoline. No water is gasoline. It's on fire. Water isn't going on fire. Gasoline started just going all over the inside of the tree fort. And I was I got pretty freaked out by that. I was kind of a scared boy. Still kind of scared man. I don't care. I'll say it. And the tree fort, luckily, right beside a creek. And this tree fort in particular, if I'm remembering correctly, this was 25 years ago. I don't know, something like that. This tree fort had the floor, a roof, and 3 walls, and maybe just a really big window. I can't remember. Fuck. The really big window or the no wall. It was pointed toward the creek, so you have a nice little view. And then they're reading their skateboard magazines or borking your dork. You got no goddamn privacy in the house. So that was very convenient when the tree when that treehouse was on fire, because I just fucking jumped out of it. I don't know how tall the tree fort was, maybe 8-10 feet, and I jumped into a bunch of sticks and shrubberies and pointy branches, and it cut my legs up pretty good. And I got to the creek, put out a fire, but I didn't have anything to put the water in, so I just fucking walked back to the tree fort, wet and bleeding. And by that point, they had already figured it out, because they weren't that scared. They're like, "Oh shit, it's on fire." Now it's not on fire anymore, because I don't even know how they dealt with it. Maybe they just rubbed the gasoline around and it went away because it was so thin. Didn't soak into the wood of the tree fort. Anyways, that was one of the first times I got high. Kind of actually surprised that all of us didn't turn out to be addicts with the crazy dumb shit we did as kids to pretend to get high, like starting these guys right here, rockets. Or as for my American viewers, thank you very much for tuning in. They're called Smarties. You want to see what Smarties are in Canada? Smarties candy. Canada. Bam. You can tell this is a Canadian product. That language right here, behind my head, that's French. That's what we speak in Canada. Some of us, anyways. But these are just chocolate, and they got hard candy outside, like M&M's, but inferior M&M's. They're better. I mean, I don't give a shit. So you may not know this about me, but my favorite type of music is hip hop and rap, and it has been for my entire life. I went from Weird Al music. It might have started with Weird Al music and his cover of Coolio from the hit television movie Dangerous Minds soundtrack, Amish Paradise. But no, it was after I was already in hip hop. I appreciate the genius of Weird Al though, but I went from listening to Weird Al songs, and my first excuse me, We'll take a little sip of lemon here. The first CD I ever had was 6 Feet Deep by the Gravediggers. This one right here. That's the album. You know, that is as a RZA from the Wu-Tang Clan. Natural progression. After listening to RZA from here was getting into the Wu-Tang Clan. And that's exactly what I did. And ever since then, I've been a pretty big fan of hip hop. And something I have noticed recently is white rappers often say their T sounds with the added S. So when they sound like today, they'll say today. Would you like a couple examples? Let's bring up. I haven't done my research, so I don't even know if this is gonna be successful or not. But I really hope so, for the sake of this clip. Let's take a listen.
Accomplish a lot of things, and I want to have a voice in hip hop. I want to have a voice. I want to be able to speak and people listen. So when
Say something with the T, please. Oh, you just said it.
That certain level where I'm gonna be.
I was talking over it.
When I get to that certain level where I'm gonna be able to speak and people are gonna listen, then I'm gonna tell my side of the story.
You hear that? I'm gonna tell my side of the story.
Then I'm gonna tell my side of the story.
He put a little S on there, a little flavor S. Here's another guy. You ever heard of this guy? His name, he's Harry Mack, and he's excellent freestyler. Let's listen to how he makes his T sound.
1 2 1 2.
Right off the top. 1 2 1 2. One more time.
1 2 1 2.
See what I mean? There's two evidence for you right there. Two of them. One more time. This guy also absolutely fantastic freestyler, but this isn't a freestyle. Maybe go check him out though. He's called Junk. There we go. Oh, right again. Brought it right back. Listen to the way he says the word talent. Talent. See what I mean? That's one, two, three. I gave you 3 examples, real quick. Three examples, and that's basically proof that every single white guy that raps will make their T sound like TS. Why did they do that? I don't know. Maybe his because this guy's Italian, so maybe it's a little remnant of an Italian accent. But Harry Mack, he's just a Yankee, honky from USA. And Eminem, everybody knows about him. He's from Detroit City or something. I don't know, 8 Mile. What is that? Even a real place or just a Oscar award-winning motion picture? I think it's a real place. He's from Detroit. So 2 American guys and 1 Canadian guy who has Italian heritage. I work with an Italian guy, and sometimes just Italian shit pops in my head when I see him. And I think Italy might be trolling us because the word pizziolo. Is that even a real word? Is that even a real word? I feel like they're like, let's see what these dumb white folks will believe when we're trying to sell them really tasty pizzas at restaurants now. I'm pretty happy that those pizzas are very popular in North America. Now, because this is a very stretchy dough and a lot of cheesy bits on the pizzas. There is one type of pizza from America as well, and I don't like it at all. Yeah, maybe I'm gonna start a war here. It's not ham and pineapple, that's fine. If grow up, internet, nobody gives a shit. This is what we need to be talking about here. Chicago deep dish pizza. This one, Google Bing, how would you sabotage me like this? Let's take a look at this one. Bam. Would you even consider that pizza? This is so much sauce. I don't like that at all. But maybe this is lasagna? That's lasagna. Who are you kidding? Maybe this is lasagna too. Instead of noodles, it's pizza on the outside. But maybe we just gotta go Chicago and eat it there. Think it'd be better there? Personally, I don't think so. What the fuck is this? This looks like... Hey, actually, I just figured something out here. You know what this looks like? By another culture in Europe. I think I just found something. I just discovered something here, everybody. Okay, let's take a look at the similarities. This one. Round outside. Round outside. A lot of cheesy top. A lot of cheesy top. Vegetable inside is the main word. Vegetable inside is not the main word, but maybe it is. Maybe Chicago deep. Maybe Chicago deep dish pizza is Italy's version of French onion soup. Look at that. Let's look at a different one here. Maybe French onion soup in a bread bowl. This is conclusive evidence. We are cracking the code, people. Breaking news brought to you by Daryl Speedman from episode 5 of Excuse Me, the broadcast. Okay. Case closed. Deep dish pizza, French onion soup is the same goddamn thing. This is not deep dish pizza, this is Italian tomato soup. French onion soup. Same goddamn thing. Italian tomato soup. So I'm upset now, actually. I like pizza, and this is quite upsetting. I think I might just have to move on. I gotta move on. Oh, my face turned red. Gotta close that. Gotta close that too. Let's get back to it. Let's just leave this guy out. He deserves some more. He's got really good rap songs. I was talking with my wife the other day, and we were talking about some pretty serious business. A lot of crazy shit going on in the world right now. And one thing I noticed is that when someone's trying to make a point, they start repeating themselves a lot. Like they'll say what they gotta say, like trying to make a point, and then they just reiterate that same point for like 3 or 4 or 5 times, not really adding any new information or anything, just they're trying to make a point and they repeat themselves, like if they're talking to their friend about an important issue, they'll just repeat themselves, altering what they say slightly every time, but basically saying the exact same thing. They'll start saying the important thing and conclude their point, and basically just repeat themselves again. over and over. And it's not just one person. This happens all the time. Next time you're in like a very important meeting with your boss or a doctor or something. Maybe doctors won't do it because they feel like they have bad table manners, and maybe they're better at being concise. But like a boss, something weird that happens, they'll repeat themselves 4, 5, 6, 7, maybe 8 goddamn times, and then you just gotta walk away and be like, whatever, dude, okay, serious business, I understand. It's not my problem, you're the boss. My point is, people will just repeat themselves over and over. It's annoying. Don't stop doing that. Make your point one time and then stop repeating yourselves. Um, Also, another thing that happened at work. This isn't a weird repeat yourself story. Important. It's not. I was talking about me being a very scared boy again. I was a fearful child, and one time, I think it was kindergarten. I lived in Minnesota, USA, and the only thing I remember is dropping a 2x4 on the neighbor's head and getting chicken pox and scratching my back on bricks. And also this, we had a fire drill, and I thought it was just a drill that drills a hole in the side of the building when the building's on fire so you can escape. And my friend at work, she said, that's from Arthur. You know, let's take a look at who Arthur is for cartoon. For all the people who don't know who Arthur was. It's this guy, everyone knows Arthur. Apparently, let's take a look at if there's a fire drill. Oh, I can't see it. I can't see a drill in the side of the building, but that looks like it could be happening right about now. Bam! Big old drill pokes in the building. All the kids run away. Safe and sound. But that made me kind of question all of my memories. Is anything I remember actually my memory? Or is it an Arthur cartoon? Maybe it's a Simpsons. Simpsons did it. Simpsons did everything. I don't even know what's real anymore. Like NFTs. Are NFTs real? Was it, or NFTs just in my dream? Because I haven't heard about those in a couple days. Blockchain, Ethereum, non-funky tokens. I made some though. Even if they're not real, I made some. If you want to buy it, just go online. Show that online. Hey, Google Daryl Speedman NFTs, you'll find them. And if you can't find them, just DM me and I'll just send you a link to check it out. See if maybe that's something you want to add, diversify your portfolio with. I think that's might be a good idea. Check it out. NFTs are pretty cool. Thinking back to maybe the first story about the kids doing drugs. I haven't really done that many drugs. It's kind of a shocking, not a shocking amount of drugs I've ever done. I try to get more ideas for Patreon, and I thought maybe it'd be fun if you guys could send me your favorite drugs. I'm not gonna get a PO box. Just send them to my house. I don't care. I trust you guys. Send me your favorite drugs, and maybe for the Patreon, I could do a drugs. I could review drugs. Do a drugs review, and tell you what ones are pretty good. Maybe ones you don't need to waste your time with. That could be some fun content for everybody. So think about that. Think about what drugs you like to do, and maybe I haven't done them. I haven't done that many drugs. Basically just smoke drugs, smoke weed, alcohol, MDMA one time. No more than that. That was a lie. It's a lie. Mushroom, ate mushrooms a couple times. One time I ate too many mushrooms and smoked too many weeds and went skateboarding, and the grass hill was going, ooh. It looked pretty cool, but it was scary. And then I went home, tried to go to sleep. Had one of those like night terror kind of sleeps because it was way too high. Peed my bed, and then went in the shower, broke my bookshelf bracelet because it was on my wrist and I didn't like it, and that was kind of fine. Pretty embarrassing though. But yeah, those are basically the only drugs I ever did. So if you got other ones you want to send me, let's fucking try it out. Let's try it out. Patreon.com/charlespeedman.com/TV. Podcast.com. Thank you very much.